everyone, welcome to the session Object Oriented Programming through Java. So today we are going to learn method overriding concept. So myself Navya, I am an assistant professor from CSIT department in MLR Institution of Technology. So here today we are going to learn what is polymorphism. In the last class we have seen what is polymorphism. What is polymorphism? And next you are going to see method overriding and the differences between method overloading and method overriding. So before going to the session, in the previous session we have seen what is method overloading. What is method overloading? So which is, in order to achieve the polymorphism, there are two concepts we are going to see in this Java. What is that? Method overloading as well as method overriding. What is method overloading? It is also known as ad hoc polymorphism or compile time polymorphism. So what is a polymorphism? One in many forms. So in the same way, if you are defining n number of methods and what they differ in one class and you differ those methods having the same name and they differ in parameters, number of parameters or the type of parameters, then the concept is said to be method overloading. In this session, we are going to see method overriding. So another form of polymorphism. So in order to achieve the polymorphism, you are going to see method overriding is one of the concepts. So what is method overriding? Method overriding is a process of redefining a method in a child class that is already defined in the parent class. So in a parent class you are having a method, the same method you have defined in a child class also. Then the method is said to be overrided. Okay, when both the parent and child classes having the same method, then that method is said to be overriding method. The method is said to be overriding method, and here the method overriding enables the child class to change the implementation of the method which acquired from parent class according to its requirement. Okay, and in a case method overriding, the method binding happens at runtime. So what happens, in order to, when you are running a program, it knows which method you has to call. That would be decided at the time of runtime. So it is known as runtime polymorphism. Or you can call method overriding as pure polymorphism. You are calling method overriding as pure polymorphism or runtime polymorphism. So the method overriding is also known as dynamic method dispatch or runtime polymorphism or pure polymorphism, which we have seen now. Let us go with an example program. So here I am having two classes, one is parent class and one is child class, which extends parent class. So single inheritance. Here the parent class consists of show data method with same name and same parameters, and in the same way the child class also having the same method as what the method name is same as a method which consists in a parent class, and the same return type as well as no parameters. Here also no parameters, exactly the same method copied in the child class. What they differ? They differ in the definition. That was a secondary thing. So I am just printing inside parent class show data method as well as I am printing the number, and in the same way here also I am inside the child class method and I am printing the number. Okay. So coming to I have created an object to the parent class. I am calling the method. This method will invoke the parent class method and it will print inside parent class show data method and it will print 10. And here whenever you are going to child class method, I am creating a new object of child class. For the parent object only I am going with new child class and I am calling the methods. Here this method will invoke the child class method. and it will print the number value will be the same because there is no num value in the child class. So, it will go to the parent class and it will acquire the properties of parent class only. So, you will print 10. So, this is what the method overriding actually. So, here I am creating an object to the parent class and I am creating an object to the parent class using parent class constructor, and I am calling it will go to the parent class constructor, parent class method, and it will invoke that. So, here I am creating the same object obj equals to new child class. I am initializing the object with new child class constructor, which is nothing but this is called as dynamic method dispatch. So, this is called as dynamic method dispatch. What is dynamic method dispatch is whenever you are creating object of parent class in order to have the child class constructor. With respect to child class constructor, that leads to go with whenever the method is overridden, it will call only the child class constructor name. So, let me go with an example program here. The same example, I just want to show you how it will look. Okay. Class parent. So, this is a parent class. Int number equals to some 15 and void print is a method. Parent class print method. Okay. And I just want to print the number value also. So, this is my parent class. Coming to my child class. Child extends parent. So, it was a single inheritance. So, I am having the same method in the child class also, print method. Now, I just want to print system.out.println child class print method. Okay, and I am printing the number value also. So, these are my two classes which goes with method overriding. Now, method overriding is my class name. Which consists of main method. Here I am creating the object to parent. Parent P equals to new parent and I am calling P dot print method. Okay. And in the same way P equals to new, I am initializing the new object to child also. Child P dot print. I am calling the same method. Whenever it was behaving as per the rule, then it is known as method overriding .java. Here is our command prompt. Java C method overriding dot Java. Having a small method overriding dot Java. Java method overriding. See, it's a first we are calling the parent class constructor. So it has created parent class, and here parent class constructor, print method as well as child class print method. So this is how the overriding will work. Now coming to the differences between method overriding and method overriding. So it implements runtime polymorphism. Overriding as per at the time of runtime only it will decide which method has to be executed, and here it will implement compile time polymorphism. At the time, whatever the based on the arguments and type of arguments, it will call the method. So the method call is determined at the runtime based on the object type, as it will depend on the compile time, and it occurs superclass and subclass. It further, in order to write the method overriding, in order to use a method overriding, you has to write down the same method in superclass as well as subclass, which is nothing but parent class and child class. You have to write the same method, but here it occurs in the between the methods in the same class. In one class we are going to implement n number of methods, that was overloading, and have the same signature, name and method arguments. So in the method overriding, the same name and type of arguments and return type should be same when you are writing. So and here it has only the same name, but the parameters are different, parameters types are different, or parameters are different, and on error the effect will be visible on runtime. Here it would be caught in compile time. So these are the differences between a method overloading and method overriding. Today's session, what you have learned in today's session is what is pure polymorphism. What is pure polymorphism? Method overriding is also called as pure polymorphism. What is method overriding? Having the same method with same parameters and same return type in a parent class as well as child class, then the method is said to be overridden. So that is method overriding. Okay, and here again we have seen one more concept called dynamic method dispatch. What is dynamic method dispatch? As per the object behavior. So if the object is created to the parent class, then it will goes to the method which is there in a parent class method. Whenever you are initializing the object with child class constructor, then it will call the method which is overridden in the child class. That method would be called. So that concept is called as dynamic method dispatch. And here in the method overriding, what you are going to have, you have to write the same method in parent as well, subclass also. So, and next we have seen the differences between method overriding and method overloading. So this is what we have seen in today's class. So difference between method overriding and method overloading. So method overriding, you have to write the same method in two classes, which is parent class and subclass. But here in the method overloading, you have to write in one class, you can write n number of methods. What will be the difference? So in the method overriding, the name of the method as well as the return type and parameters would be the same in parent class as well as subclass. But here in the method overloading, you have to write a method name is same, but what it differs in number of parameters or parameters data type of a parameters. So this is, and it is called as pure polymorphism, and here it is called as ad hoc polymorphism. As well as method overriding is also called as runtime polymorphism. Method overloading is called as compile time polymorphism. Why it is called as runtime polymorphism? Because whatever the mistakes or errors can be confined in runtime only. So the method overriding is called as runtime polymorphism, whereas in the method overloading, the errors would be confined in the compile time itself. So it is known as compile time polymorphism. These are the differences between the method overriding and method overloading. Thank you for all.